So for those of you playing along at home, it is FFFF dub into your randomizer. And both into quick.
So yeah, starting with the tried and true Quickman start. Quickman, as we keep repeating ourselves before time and time again, and you will be hearing this again, Quickman is possibly one of the easier starting points for the randomizer. As you can see, we can get ourselves the quick E-tank, and as far as item uses go, it's not really required. Of course, you can make the risk to go to this stage later, but item 1, which is the main zipping item, is randomized, so you don't know if it's going to be good or not, which would make zipping pointless. And that also goes for the time stopper, which has a randomized element to actually stop has a duration period, as opposed to potentially, is vanilla full energy usage drain. So Quickman is usually a starting point because of those attributes.
And we see Casual Tom switching up a little bit too, and he's playing as using the base sprite.
Get a little bit of that base for our dubs.
Oh yeah.
Sunglasses on.
Hater blockers.
Dumb jokes aside, we got Casual Tom first into Quickman.
Just by a couple frames.
Well, if you want to keep up with the musical jokes, we got metal in our dub bass.
Oh.
And we find that he is not susceptible to the buster, so it's going to be a little bit of a longer fight. But Squidman was able to quickly do Metal Man, and we don't find that item right now.
Not yet, but again, our players are just a couple seconds apart from each other. We are just getting started though, so as we've seen a lot happens, or a lot can happen.
But got some Coldman music in Flashman stage, an appropriate sounding music for it.
Fortunately, those shellfish. Casual Tom's not gonna be happy seeing these bunnies again coming back to haunt him, but not knocking him into any spikes right now.
And there's some pretty durable rabbits as well, so hopefully we won't be dealing with many of them as the scene progresses. Anyway, I did take notice of our guys checking for Buster weak walls. It tinked out, so we're going to be looking for a different weapon to destroy our crash walls.
Let's see if Squid can make it across without any enemies spoiling it, and he is able to pick up that E-tank. Casual Time right on his heels, dodging that carrot. Taking a quick check, seeing that it does not bubble either, that the wall is weak to. And Squid's going to be facing off against Heatman here. I'm sorry, Woodman.
Isn't this the second time you made that mistake?
The general shape looks kind of similar, but yes, it is the second time.
I'm not even going to mention it. I'm just going to just keep silent and mention that we're going to be going to Woodman stage now.
Where we can dub that error out in post-processing.
Anyway, it looks like we gone to the Forest of Joe, where we got a whole bunch of Joe armors and Sniper Joes just pretty much patrolling and crowding the area, but they look like they're pretty buster weak, so they were able to die pretty fast.
And Casual Tom going to the Fanta Falls.
Look like we might be diving into black water soon. can't quite tell the sprite color, but I'm assuming that may be black. Yep, that's black. And
That is
yes,
dark.
that is most definitely Bionic Commando's theme. At least one of the themes, at least.
In this mint chocolate Bubble Man stage.
Mint chocolate with licorice.
Yep. Not my kind of combo, but you do whatever Dr. Wildly's into.
So we got falling crabs on top of the treehouse here in a fan guy right in the way in a very rough area to jump.
Oh no! And Squid not able to keep up. That's a rough section right there.
That's the Fantasy Inquisition for you. You never know when they strike.
It's an armada.
Casual Tom also dealing with crabs in their vanilla spawning site as he makes his way to Bubble Room.
Yeah, not too much of a problem versus what Squid's trying to face down right now. I don't know if sticking with Buster is going to be his best option, but
he respawns the fan. Meanwhile, we got...
Oh, it falls again. Oh no.
Well, on the brighter side, Casual Tom does beat Quickman in Bubble Man's room.
And he is going to pick up item number 1.
And Casual Tom is about to follow suit into what's going to be a very, very nasty Woodman stage.
I'm not going to say it was predicted by the name of the seed, but so far these few screens are living up to it. And Quick Boomerang, the right choice, it looks like, to make to navigate across that section.
So for right now, thanks to Squidman's death, Casual Tom has at least maybe about 3/4 of a stage lead on him. So we're gonna see how Casual Tom's able to deal with the top of the treehouse as Squidman makes his way to Woodman's boss room.
And as Kapow noticed that the sound effects for the weapons Mega Man uses is randomized also as well, or can be randomized. So
there
nice.
definitely are.
Yes.
So in Woodman's boss room today we have Bubble Man. Are we gonna have another Huggles in effect here? Nope, we got ourselves the plain old Bubble Man movement pattern, but we got some very low riding bubbles.
Squidman picks up Proto Eye for his troubles, but still no items for him, and he's going to attempt Airman next.
Casual Tom.
Same spot Squid was having all that trouble in. Respawn the fan. And he's about to almost... Oh, he makes it across with Buster. 4 pips of health. Is he going to burn that E-Tank? He does.
Very wise. Basically brute forcing the area while Squidman just struggles. So Casual Tom not only gained the lead from Squidman's death, but gained a little bit of extra time, managing to get out of that area deathless.
That's huge, because especially if they both already have 3 Robot Masters down, and they're in their 4th stages right now. Casual Tom's closer to the boss door, and Squid's just getting started here. But thus far, at least in the first section of Airman, Squid was able to just power through with Buster. No real troublesome enemies that we can see sometimes.
Yeah, right now, Casual Tom is in need of this win to make sure he has a stranglehold on his first place lead. Reminder that both these guys are currently undefeated right now in their group, which is Group E. But this is Casual Tom's last race, while this is Squidman's second. So if Casual Tom is able to eke this win out, he can have a pretty much stranglehold on Group E and is guaranteed to go to the final brackets. Meanwhile, we find air in air.
And this looks like a pretty short lasting item 1.
Casual Tom wisely decided to just forego it rather than waste time dealing with what could be an impossible zip in metal.
And I was looking at Tom's screen, so I did not quite notice if Squid picked up an item at the end of Airman. But if somebody in chat noticed, please just give me just type it in real quick and I'll be happy to update the tracker.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch it as well, so our friendly chat will definitely remind us of if there's anything we missed.
Tom making his way across metal pretty handily, even with just that few pips of health. Up, crabs, and a crab took him out. It was probably my fault. I had to say something.
Well, it wasn't
well.
that bad of a death. He was pretty much past the midpoint by the time he died. So, whether it was intentional or not, it was still a rather optimal death.
Yeah, and I don't even know. I think he has maybe one E-tank, and he has one. Better to die there than burn an E-tank.
So we got Casual Tom and Squidman both dealing with crabs in 2 different areas. One in his native habitat and one not quite so habitual.
Well, when the crabs are harvested, they do have to head to the processing plant.
Can crab meat?
Exactly.
Whatever floats the boat.
Oh my goodness, there's a Ren and Stimpy looking emote in chat. I can't even. Alright, Squid is coming across Quickman here and underwater, and Casual is facing Heat Man.
And Heat at that moment was looking pretty bad, but he finds air, but he also finds death.
Item 1. I 1000% meant to say Rocco. Like I said, this is my 3rd race I'm commentating on chat. Give me a little bit of a break here.
Sorry, excuse me while I jam out to this track. This track is near and dear to my heart. God bless you, Roko-chan. I love that game. But anyway, Casual Tom does eventually beat Heat Man with air, which was a really solid weakness, and does find item 2 for his trouble. And with Squidman being here, once he completes metal, he will find item 2 as well. Casual Tom going.
Turn. Jinx.
Fine, I'll let you have it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
What? I'm jinxed. You have no choice but to take over now.
Casual Tom finding his way through the first part of Airman stage, seeing that there's nothing too spammy, none of the birds or any fat fans that he's going to encounter.
Squidman coming off of one crabby situation straight into another as he's about to go through the final stretches of Metal Man stage with these crabs.
Looks like these crabs are pretty persistent. They're tricky to get rid of.
Casual Tom about to make his way through the final stretches of Airman stage, finding some shotmen in the way, so may need to be careful how he handles his jumps so he doesn't get sniped by him along a potentially treacherous path.
And Squid is also, it's her turn to face off against Heat Man here. See if he can farm a different weakness. And he also finds air.
Casual Tom on his way to fight his boss in Quickman's room, in Airman's room, which was air.
Is this even randomized?
Reminder that you were late when this happened the first time around.
This is true.
Casual Tom threatened the needle a little bit, but he was able to defeat Airman before he was about to take that final bit of contact damage. And I found some very bad news for you guys.
I'm sure Casual is not excited to see these rabbits again.
But then again, we might have a good situation here. Item 1 is at least good enough to make the crash zip. So if Casual Tom is able to make this zip, which he ignores.
Oh, nope. But Squid pulls it off.
So, yeah, Rabbits and Crash is not a fun time. For this reason, rabbits are one of the worst enemies in the moving platform rules because of this fact. They are capable of blocking the ladder. So you need a weapon like either Metal Blaze or Leaf Shield, something that can attack vertically to actually get rid of these rabbits blocking the ladders. Or if lucky, you can also use Time Stopper to get by as well.
But looks like Tom was finding that Leaf Shield handily eradicated his rabbit infestation.
It is really optimal too because the Leaf Shield actually move in their vanilla directions. The Leaf Shield has a randomized attribute that actually reverses the directions of where you actually fire the Leaf Shield, and they are independent of directions. So you can have a situation where the Leaf Shield can go in reverse vertically, but vanilla horizontally, and vice versa. And then you can have a situation where both horizontal and vertical directions are reversed. So Leaf Shield is actually a pretty wild weapon in the randomizer because of that, as we see Crash in Crash.
I already said it once.
And I'm not saying it at all.
All right, that settles that.
So we got Squidman
Squid can pick up item 3, perhaps. No, it is locked in Heatman stage.
So we might not be getting the zips in Heatman stage, because I do not think item 1 is good enough to make these zips into the ceiling. It has the potential to do so, but with the randomized settings we got for item 1, it looks like we're gonna have Squidman and Casual Tom forced to huff it all natural in Heatman stage.
Those Metroids aren't much fun, but they're posing looks like far less of a problem in this Heatman than in the last seed for Squid. Than the enemies he faced in Heatman.
Here's a little tip. Single enemy in the area. That enemy is more than likely going to be the stretch of enemies you're going to be seeing in the immediate screens after. Is a similar situation to what you see in Crashman stage, in where you see the first enemy in the screen in that stage, and that's going to be in the moving platform rooms as Squid takes a death.
And looks like Twitch may have had just a little bit of a hiccup there, because I know we had just a brief interruption on our screen too. Looked like a little bit of lag. We came back just to see Squid, unfortunately, being picked off by one of those Janky makers and into the pit.
Yeah, I just decided to refresh my commentary stream just to make sure that we're back on sync. But yeah, even though we don't have a means to zep in Heatman stage, at least we do have item 2, so we don't have to worry about the final stretch of Yoku blocks. And
Correct.
Casual Tom taking an unfortunate fall Flashman being soft weak to the Buster, Squidman making easy work out of Flash. And there we go, our final item. So we got Dr. Wily, his wonderful, wonderful eyebrows, as we're about to make our way into the Wily stage. And of course, chat, you know what time that is.
I know what time it is.
Yep, get your coloring minds in check, get them ready, and guess the color of that Mecha Dragon. And as always, for extra credit, guess that weakness as well. So, if you don't mind, XR, I will give you the honors.
Oh, well, thank you very much, sir. I am going to guess a very, very purple Mecha Dragon with green accenting colors that is going to be weak to heat.
I'm gonna have myself my Creed special, a monochrome dragon, and he's gonna be weak to air shooter.
Alright, Squid getting bodied a little bit by the cogwheels, but using item 3 to progress vertically. We'll see if he switches to take out this. Nope. Just gonna keep taking it.
Casual Tom taking out Flashman, finally getting out of the 8 robos, and he makes his way to Wally 1, so he's not too far behind. The Wally stages are pretty treacherous, so we have no idea how things are going to be. There can be a lead change at any time if anyone screws up, and right now, Squidman is living on the edge right now.
2 pips of health. Instead of taking an E-Tank, he's just gonna flash topper his way up.
Which was really wise. If that squirm was able to hit him, that was death.
But we're about to find out in just a few frames. Squid is living dangerously. Oh! That is a purple dragon, sir.
I will applaud you for this, but will your weakness work as well? Well, we know metal is a weakness. There's another weakness out there, but we don't know if we're gonna see the other one though.
But Squid, rewarded for his bravery, into Wily 2, after beating the dragon with 2 pips of health. It's like Casual Tom's not too far behind in the struggle for HP.
Squidman taking the item 2 highway and going straight for the usual E-Tank.
Oh, Casual Tom took a death. Yikes.
We're about to see if Squidman's going to be digging for the wall weakness in a few moments. It's not crashed, so we're going to be continuing to dig. So it's not anything in the second page, so we're going to be looking at the front page. We know it's not Buster, and the dig continues. And it looks like it's confirmed to be Leaf Shield. It looks like Leaf Shield is going to be a 2-hitter for the walls.
Alright, now it's Casual Tom's turn to face down our dragon and find that one of the 2 weaknesses.
Well, we don't necessarily know if Buster is a weakness yet, so
Possibly
we know that
3.
metal is we know something.
And Pico time. Squid's gonna try Buster first. And got that tink. I don't even know what Casual Tom tried, but it was in and out. So he found it.
He also used metal.
Okay.
We find charged heat, but it's a very, very bad charged heat. in that it takes more than one shot to kill. Instead, he finds metal yet again. So we find Leash.
Yikes! Did Casual Tom? I don't know if he got bodied off or, but he fell in the spikes there.
Yeah, kind of questionable what happens. But right now we got Squidman finally defeating Pico Pico with some very questionable weaknesses. Metal probably being the most useful out of the three that was chosen. So we got Squidman going to Wily 3. Very short stage, but the upcoming session can be a little tricky depending on the enemy placement. We may have some Sniper Joes in the future, but let's see if that's what actually happened. Well, there's one Joe.
Yeah, at least one of them in the Fanta pit.
So we got
pretty soon it's gonna be.
So we got
Casual's turn.
Yeah, he's slugging his way through Wally 2 as Squidman just going through some very questionable waters.
Yeah, that's not the color liquid I'd like to see.
Squidman making his attempt to defeat Gus Tank, about to find out what weakness it could be.
Got a watermelon tank going on here.
And we got a sense of vanilla weakness. Quick Boomerang doing the duty.
And it is done. Casual Tom also finding Metal Blade for Pico.
Yeah, with Heat and Licio being 2 shots per kill to defeat Picos, Metal Blade is probably definitely the way to go. You know, this is, I think, our second really purple Wily 4.
This is an extremely purple Wily 4. It is exactly. Oh no, those it's 2 gaps right next. Oh, Squid falling again.
Reminder that this screen that Squid is on and the screen above him do have randomized fake floors. Squidman going for the vertical wrap and successfully does do the wrap.
Yep, he gets it.
Casual
Tom. Get out of my brain, Creed. You don't want to be in there.
We're just 2 minds that think alike. That's all. So we got Squidman going through the moving platform areas. I didn't quite catch what enemies were there, but I'm gonna assume that it wasn't that bad.
I didn't see any. Uh-oh.
No, it's not too bad. Flyboards definitely aren't the worst things in the world to deal with.
Certainly not, especially after the hell they went through the last seed.
So we got Squidman going through the final stretches of screens before we go to the booby trap. About to find out what that booby
to fish a little bit for. And he finds Quick Boomerang as well. So shortly he's going to be on his way.
So Squidman does know that Leaf Shield does destroy the walls, 2 shots per wall, but we still got to find that booby turret weakness.
It is not Buster this time.
It looks like we got Bubble. A very high consumption bubble, which means the Boo Beans does take less bubbles to be destroyed to balance out the ammo consumption.
Yeah, Squidman is out. And I believe on to the refights now. Yep.
So Squid making short work of these stages, hoping to go 2-0 and win this match, putting him in sole position of first place.
A color matched crash. Being a little spammy here, but DPS race right there.
Not too spammy, but definitely jumpy. Got Casual Tom going through his moving platforms as Squidman continues to take out Airman.
I'm loving that sound effect.
Casual Tom placing the item 2 a little too high, and unfortunately falls down. Squidman popped in that E10 because his health was low. Always a wise decision. Pretty fast Squidman for being underwater.
He's been spending some time at the pool, getting his swim strats down.
Interesting way of doing that item too. Using the damage from the flyboy in order to successfully get on. Don't know what would have happened if he missed.
Probably wouldn't have been a good time. But now it is Squidman's last refight before he heads to the Wily machine.
Alright, let's see if we're gonna have our randomizer usual and have our Wily machine be Buster Week. Yep,
it is. The watermelon machine.
Firstly, they look like Joker colors.
Oh, as Daggett says, it's a Scooby-Doo machine.
Casual Tom digging for weaknesses for the boobing turrets.
And he finds Bubble.
Very quickly. Squidman going on to Wally 6 Victory Road on his way to an alien fight. Having a very good distance on his lead. Pretty much about to go 2-0 in this match and 2-0 in his Group E brackets.
Yep, and some dope music to accompany him. Loving the Bionic Commando.
So got Squidman fighting the alien. Let's see what weakness we find for him. It is Buster Week.
What?
We got an easy mode alien as Squidman makes quick work of the alien, finishing in first place and officially winning the match 2-0 against Casual Tom with an official SRL time of 33 minutes and 38 seconds. GG's to Squidman.
Yeah, GG's in chat, please. Casual Tom's audio is not usable, so I'm going to switch back over to Squid's so we can hear the music at least as Tom continues to play. And he's making his way through his refights.
See if we can get Squid in here for an interview right quick. Just noting that in IRC, Squidman is definitely performing the F-bombs for this scene.
Yes, he's getting those out of the way.
FFFF Dub is fulfilling its its duty, is doing its job.
Yeah, because it was FFFF dubbing full of crabs.
Anyway, let's see if I can get Squidman in here for his interview.
All right, Casual Tom heading to his last refight.
Try to make sure I get things said behind the scenes here.
Yeah, absolutely. Casual Tom also finding that the Mystery Machine is weak to Buster. It's going to make this part of the fight a bit easier. He just needs to dodge those beach balls coming out underneath. And is he hunting? Why is he hunting? It was oh, he's just taking advantage of the refills before going on to the wily alien. He's going to switch back over.
Yeah, that's pretty much a randomizer exclusive. You get 2 large weapon capsules for the Wily machine and at the beginning of Wily 6 because normally you're probably going to be strapped for weapon energy during the randomizer. So props to Duckfist for that kind of awareness.
GG Squid on your wins tonight. Tell me, how do you feel about the crabs in that last seed?
Crabs? What crabs? I don't remember any crabs.
Oh, we saw the crabs.
I think a better question is, did the seed name fulfill its duty?
It fulfilled all of my expectations, hopes, and dreams. I think if anything, it was entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. We got some use out of it.
Yeah, as I was going through Wood Stage, I thought to myself, man, I should really just do good wood.
Yeah, it was. I would believe it was Woodman that. Was it Woodman this seed that kind of got you a little bit of trouble, or was that the first seed?
Woodman this seed was the one that really messed with me.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Go over that sequence with me.
Go over the sequence?
Yes.
Oh, you mean in Woodman stage?
Well, before we talk about that, we're going to see Casual Tom finish off the alien before we continue on with the interview. He's digging for weaknesses right now, decides to wisely pop that E-Tank as he continues to dig for the weaknesses which he really did not need to do. As it was Buster week, which he eventually does find. So Casual Tom should be done very shortly. And there we go. We got GG's for Tom. We got an official SRL time of 38 minutes and 25 seconds for Tom. So GG's for Tom to complete the seed. But as we already know, Squidman has defeated Casual Tom 2-0 in this best of 3. So yes, GG's to both our runners. As we get Tom ready for an interview in a moment, now we can talk about that Woodman sequence.
Yeah. Well, the entire time I think going through my head was just, maybe I should really incorporate good wood into my randomizer strats because that was like the perfect combination of awful in the treetop area. Just crabs falling from the sky that I couldn't kill with Buster fast enough, and then a respawning Fat Fan that I was like, how am I going to deal with this? So luckily I had a weapon that did it because I don't think I would have been able to get through that with just a Buster. I think I would have been kind of in big trouble.
And surprisingly, Casual Tom was able to just by a couple of pixels hang on to it with Buster only, but it was really tricky.
Yeah,
there.
Casual Tom literally just powered through it, but not without struggle. Definitely not without struggle.
Well, yeah, it's just a little more incentive to learn that good wood. I mean, I know the good wood, I just need to start incorporating it more.
So right now you are at 2-0. You got one match coming up. You actually is the first one to actually beat Casual Tom, who's actually in our Discord right now. So before we continue that, GG to you, Casual Tom. If he can get him unmuted. Well, while we wait for Casual Tom to unmute his mic, Squidman, but continue to talk about. Actually, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
We were talking about what stage? And all the crabs that were in that seed. Every stage had crabs. Like, just crabs everywhere. I think Bubble had crabs, and Wood had crabs, and Wily 4 had crabs. Oh, did Air have crabs? Air might have had crabs too.
I think Air did have crabs.
There was a pretty heavy crab infestation. Dr. Wily had a lot of crabs.
Just a lot of crabs. I don't know what he was doing. He was fishing one day and just caught a huge amount of crabs and decided to just dump them in the sky.
Yeah, fishing. It was, and we saw the return of those rabbits.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
The Rabots in the first seed were a nightmare in Wily 4. I actually ended up dying to those.
You died, huh? Did you die?
Yeah, I did die to them. Unfortunately, I put an item 1 into the wall and died to the Rabots.
He died, everybody. Let's get him.
Yeah, well, on that note, welcome, Casual Tom. You had some issues with those rabbits as well.
Yeah, that's no denying that, actually. No, I died like 6 or 7 times there, and that's why I forfeit. I don't normally forfeit for just anything. I forfeited for that. So I just want to say big GG and thank you to Squidman for me not having to continue beyond that freaking...
We have one player thanking the other so that they didn't have to, continue putting themselves through that rabbit hell.
Yeah, that was quite the merciful act that you did there, beating the game that fast.
Yeah, I think the second round it was the propeller dudes. I was just able to squeak by those with an item 2. So,
man, I took an embarrassing death there. That really cost me. But, oh well, at least I finished this one.
Oh man,
brutal seeds tonight.
Yeah, both of these seeds were not optimal. In fact, the first seed didn't have any good items and any good locations, like basically almost zip free. I think the only zip I did in the Robot Master stages in the first seed was the item 3 zip and heat, and the rest of it was just zip free. And then the second seed, the item 1 disappeared way too fast, so the only zip I could really get off there was the crash zip, and it turns out that I went to crash stage before heat, and heat had the item 3, so we were kind of locked on zips the entire time.
Yeah, I skipped that crash zip because rabbits.
Because of rabbits. I took those rabbits out.
No, I didn't want to even look at a rabbit. I wanted to get out of there unscratched and unscathed, and not embarrass myself by trying to mess up. Rabbits ruined my night.
Yeah, I actually
ruined my night, so we can both revel in our...
And clowns. How about them clowns in that first seed?
Oh, wait.
Not as bad.
The gear dudes?
Yes.
Yeah, they were kind of annoying. Buster Immune bottom halves. I think
so many.
And there were so many. I think actually one of them killed me in Bubble Stage. So that was another unfortunate death to a stupid gear clown.
Can't say I blame you.
All right, so Casual Tom, this is your final matchup in Group E. You in your stretch 1 and 2. I mean 2 and 1. Gotta get my facts straight. We're not gonna do any false information here. But Squidman knocked you out from being undefeated throughout the entire stretch. Meanwhile, Squidman, you are at 2-0 with 1 match remaining. So right now, how are y'all feeling about your positions in Group E?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good about it, I guess.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, this went kind of how I expected it to go tonight, but at least I finished the seed. I was feeling pretty good about that first seed until Wily 4. Feeling pretty good, and then, oh well. Wasn't able to finish it, didn't want to. But second seed, don't feel too...
Wily 4 is always a good time.
They should call it the Great Educator.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder. We should trademark
Who
that.
thought of that?
Me first.
Oh, okay.
I win.
Yeah.
All right, XR, do you have anything else to add? Because it looks like we're close to the time of wrapping things up.
No, I just wanted to say GG's to you guys again, real quick. Thank you for taking the time tonight to participate in these games. It was really good watching the matchup between you two, and just want to thank Charlie Boy for organizing the tournament, everybody at SpeedGaming to help get everything technical set up for us, and all of you guys watching on Twitch. We appreciate your patronage, and it makes it even more fun to be able to present this to you guys.
Of course, Casual Thomas Squidman, y'all got any final words as well?
Not really. Just GG, Tom. I'm predicting we might see each other again in the future. So.
Oh no, I look forward to doing some more weekendos. I gotta make more time for that. Actually, it's good fun. Thanks so much for welcoming me in the community. Everyone's been terrific. I make myself quite at home here. So just really appreciate it. Thanks to Charlie Boy for talking me into this. Even despite the seed.
I think it took him 3 weeks of prodding me to talk me into it.
Yeah, he let him ask me a couple times, and I was like, all right, I mean, if you want me that bad, sure, I'll make it. Glad I did. So, yeah, it's been fun. So, GG. I look forward to rewatching this and seeing how you dealt with all the I dealt with.
Yeah, I think I might put it on a little bit later.
I'll definitely check it out tomorrow. Shoutouts to everyone in the chat. Shoutouts to everyone in my chat. Shout. Thanks, Creed. Thanks. I'm sorry, is it Zertech or XR Tech?
XR.
Okay, my bad. XR Tech. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for whoever did the tracking tonight. I'm sure. And hopefully that's everybody. Thanks to everyone I forgot.
For those of you, our next game's coming up, or our next match is Saturday the 27th at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daggett is facing off against the MDP. And on Sunday, July 28th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, we've got Siberian Bowl 9 versus Vin. And so plenty more Mega Man 2 Rando action coming up.
So yeah, this would be it for tonight, which was really, really long and heavy under Rando. We couldn't have had it any other way. There was 3 matches this evening, all of them pretty exciting. And as you heard XR say, we still got more to go, and we still got more that's going to be scheduled in the future. So keep an eye on SpeedGaming for potential matchups coming in the future in the upcoming weeks. And we will see you later for XR, who's been a trooper this whole entire day for us.
Yeah, that
you
marathon
guys are
commentary.
welcome. It has been. It's been an adventure, but I'm learning lots, and it's a lot of fun. So helps my day off go by quick, and enjoying it for sure.
All right.
Yeah, for XR Tech, this is LV Cree. Hope to see y'all in future matches. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.